Hi everybody, I'm Zena and welcome to Zena's cooking channel. Today we are working with shrimp. You've seen hopefully my previous video on how to clean, devein the shrimps. Even when you buy them deveined, they need to be well cleaned. Those ones are done already. If you haven't seen the video, go check it out. Zena's cooking channel on YouTube and you'll get the full class there. So what I've discovered is how to make shrimp sexy, and the best way would be to think of a skirt that has a slit on the side. It becomes a sexier skirt. So you take the shrimp and you make a slit in it to make it sexier. So I'm going to use my little paring knife, my Tupperware paring knife. I fell in love with these knives just very recently, actually. I didn't realize that Tupperware made knives. Love them. So this is the tummy of the shrimp and this is the back of the shrimp, let's say. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a cut inside the back of it, but not all the way through that it cuts over the tummy, okay? So then you see that when it opens up, it turns into it like this, like a flower. So we're going to do that. What happens is when it's going to cook, it turns in and it opens up. So this makes the sauce or whatever seasoning that you're making with your shrimp, it goes inside. Instead of, if you do nothing and then it curls right in, it stays flat. It's still very cute, but it's not sexy. Okay? When we open it up sexy way, this way, you get more seasoning on the inside of the shrimp. So today we're going to be creative and we're going to make it very simple because I'm going to cook the shrimp for you today. I love recipes that don't have 1,000 ingredients. So very simple today. We're going to use the chili Thai olive oil from La Compagnie Olive Moi, who are right here in the Vaudreuil, Hudson, Saint-Lazare area. And their stuff is yummy and I use a lot of them. Today we're going to use that one. It's a little spicy, but it goes perfectly with shrimp. We're going to use ginger and garlic because ginger and garlic marry very well. And to make it a little holiday spiritish, we're going to use red pepper and green zucchini. And once they're cooked, we're going to put them on little tiny skewers. And maybe that could be a good idea for you to serve to your guests during the holiday season. So let me finish slicing these guys up and then we'll meet back in like 30 seconds behind the stove and we're gonna cook it together. See you in a second. All right, so we're back around the stove and now we're gonna cook these beautiful shrimps. Like I said, my sexy shrimp. I'm gonna use a high heat here and chili Thai olive oil from La Compagnie Olive Moi. That's about 1 and that's about 2. So about 2 tablespoons of that oil. I'm going to warm it up. While it's warming up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put just a little bit of salt, not too much, and a little bit of pepper. A lot of pepper. All right. My secret ingredient here is going to be the cornstarch. So there's about 15 shrimps. I'm going to use about a teaspoon of cornstarch. What that's going to do is going to coat the shrimp so when you cook them in your oil, they're going to sear. Can you hear it? There it is. There it is. I'm using my new Ricardo pan, got for my birthday, big birthday this year. Zena turned 50, so I got spoiled a little bit. There we go. I want you to hear the sound of beauty over here, the sound of sexy shrimp. There we go. It's not going to take very long. I'm realizing that, you know what, I'm going to add just a little bit more oil. There we go. Et voila. Ah, you can really hear it now. So while that's doing its thing, I want to cut my garlic. So small, small, small. Tiny, tiny, tiny. Very, very sharp knife here from Tupperware. I am a fan. You've heard me say that before, but watch your fingers. There we go. I'm not going to put the garlic in just yet. I want to make sure that my shrimps are cooking first. I use a pincher here to turn them. And I want you to take a look at how they're opening up, okay? And they're opening up because we cut them like this. I wanted to start cooking a little bit on the inside. I want you also to take a look at how there's like a crispy layer happening on the shrimp right now. And I wish you can touch it. It's dry. And that's because of the cornstarch. So it's a really good tip when you're using, when you want to create a nice golden crisp on the outside. So things are not always so soggy. This is going to give you a little different texture. It's very fun. So the heat's on medium. While this is happening, I am going to grate a little ginger. Often people wonder, do I peel the ginger, not peel the ginger? You don't have to, especially when it's this beautiful. What I do is I just cut off the sides that are rough, okay? You don't need that. So that part here, okay? I don't use it. If you're not happy and you don't want to keep the skin, you can just use your knife and kind of just grate it like this and remove some of it. But honestly, it doesn't make a difference. But don't use a knife and actually peel it. You're going to be losing too much of the ginger, okay? So I'm going to use my grater and grate the ginger like this. And look at that. It sits right on the inside, okay? It gives you an opportunity to actually measure how much ginger you're using. This is about a teaspoon right here. You can tell. I'm gonna just bang that in here. Mix it all up. Now the ginger is starting to cook. And this is where now everything turns over one more time. And now everything is golden on the inside. You can see that whatever was raw and gray is now colored more white and opaque. It's a good indication that your shrimps are almost done. That's when we're going to put in the garlic. Not for very long. I add a touch of oil on the garlic, just a little bit. Every time I pour oil, it's really like half a teaspoon, 1 teaspoon at a time. Okay? I'm going to get that going. And we're going to deglaze all of that with a little bit of soy sauce. We're at a tablespoon approximately here. And my heat is on low. I'm going to keep that on low. Whoops. Flying sexy shrimp. Very hot. Going to leave that there. And now, as that is on low, actually, you know what? I'm going to turn it right off. The last thing I want to put in here is a little bit of red pepper. From side to side, I have a beautiful video on how to slice your pepper. Go check that out and get all the details. Okay? I want to make them not too small here because they're going to go on a skewer. Remember, we're doing this as a Christmas appetizer. Not appetizer, but like a, how do you call it? Yeah, appetizer. Let's call it appetizer. There we go. And once the pepper is done, I'm going to use some of that zucchini now. Cut that in two. I don't want to make it too small because I want it to stay in my skewer, okay? And I want it to stay crunchy. This is why I want to make sure that the shrimps are cooked before I put in the vegetables, because here I'm not going to do much. I'm just going to throw those in, add a little bit of soy sauce, put back my heat to medium-low, and give these a little shake. So when you're entertaining, you can have all of this stuff ready. All your ingredients are ready. Your shrimps are cleaned. Your peppers are cut. Your zucchini's cut. Even your ginger and your garlic could be already chopped up and on the side and ready to go. So just before your guests arrive, you can throw this together in the pan, and it's ready in just a few minutes because you don't want to overcook the shrimp. All right, but guys, this is ready. I'm gonna turn it off. Ta-da! And we're gonna take it back to the counter, and we're gonna prepare the plate that you're gonna serve to your guests with the little shrimp and the veggies on a skewer. See you in a minute. Hey, welcome back. So we are ready to put the shrimp on the skewer, but before we do that, the pan here is still sizzling hot. I want to make sure I don't have any seeds in this lemon. I'm just going to give it a bit of a squish. I don't know if you can hear it because the pan is still hot. It's important that the pan is still hot when you squeeze your lemon because it kind of makes it caramelizes it kind of. Okay, so it's very important to do that. Here we go. Oh, wish you were here to smell it. And I say make them all the same. If you're starting with the zucchini, start with the zucchini on all of them. Okay, look at that. Oh, I can't wait. Too yummy. Looks good. Here we go. Make sure they're all even. I hope you try this with your guests, everyone. Make sure you push it far deep enough so it doesn't fall off. If it's only at the tip, you might lose the red pepper, all right? So you make sure that you push it inside really enough. And remember, this is a spicy olive oil, all right? So if you like spicy food, use it. It's beautiful. So I want to thank again La Compagnie Olive Moi for sponsoring this video and sharing with us your beautiful food. Go check them out. They're a great place for the holidays. Today we used the chili Thai olive oil to make this beautiful dish. Bon appetit, everybody. Don't forget to check me on Instagram, on Facebook, and it's all written right here. See you soon. Bye for now.